Mr. Potato Head, that classic mix and match toy, celebrated a milestone birthday this year. He turned 60 and he still looks the same. Over the last 6 decades, more than 100 million Mr. and Mrs. Potato Heads have been sold in 30 different countries. And as Rocca explains, excuse the pun, that's no small potatoes.
Employees of the toy giant Hasbro gathered at their Rhode Island headquarters.
Very good.
Not to toast the strong earnings report or to introduce a new product.
Happy birthday,
but to celebrate the 60th birthday of a man who served them very well, Mr. Potato Head.
60 years old, so congratulations.
Jerry Perez oversees the Mr. Potato Head brand.
So what we're looking at here is the original Mr. Potato Head.
Just parts.
Just parts, and of course with the real potatoes.
In the beginning, Mr. Potato Head was just a collection of push-pin eyes, ears, nose, and lips for kids to attach to real fruits and vegetables. A unique toy, and the first marketed directly to kids.
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
It's the first toy advertised on TV, is that right?
It was. The minute he came out, he was advertised on television, which was really pretty breakthrough at that time.
You can make the funniest looking people in the whole world.
It was kind of a brand new way to tell the public about your toy, and it really caught on.
Caught on so quickly, in fact, the toy Tater made more than $4 million in its first year alone. Less than a year later, on Valentine's Day 1953, the Spud met his spouse. When Mr. Potato Head was courting the future Mrs. Potato Head, did he send her a MASH note?
I'm sure he did. Somewhere along the line, I'm sure he did. But you know what? That's between those two.
In 1964, responding to parents complaining about rotting potatoes, the tubers got plastic torsos, which doubled in size 10 years later. Along the way, they collected a lot more accessories. How many different parts are there?
There are 365 different parts for the potato head that we've got going on right now.
No wonder he needs that tater tush compartment. Yes, that's what it's called. According to mathematicians at Columbia University, those hundreds of parts allow for over 500 billion septillion possible configurations.
No matter what generation it was, there was always something about his funny personality and the kind of the mix and match parts aspect of it that appealed to everybody.
Look, I'm Picasso.
In 1995, this portly pair went Hollywood alongside Woody and Buzz Lightyear in the blockbuster film Toy Story.
Oh, my hero!
The success of that franchise breathed new life into the toy, sprouting other movie-inspired characters like Spider Spud and Darth Tater. Darth Tater has been very popular, yeah?
One of our best sellers of all time.
So why has this potato remained so hot for so long? Child development expert Shannon Ice says its recipe for success is pretty simple.
The toy is there for the child to engage with, them to play in open-ended ways, and for them to use their creativity and imagination, and that's what makes it a classic.
It's why, in an age of ever more sophisticated video games, stores around the world still find space on their shelves for a plastic potato. No batteries required. For CBS This Morning, Rocca, Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
You can find a story out of anything.
I know. I love that Darth Tater. But, you know, just when you thought that Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head were going out of style, they were in Toy Story, which I think really helped revive the toy again. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Without giving anything away, will your children be getting a potato head, or do you not want to say?
They will not be getting Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head. Yeah. I think they've moved on from that stage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun when you're little.
It's fun when you're little, exactly.